Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I am Liz Quinn, your star Scentsy consultant. So today what I have for you is a lot of change when it comes to Scentsy. This morning I did our virtual world tour, which was offered for the first time completely virtually to anyone who was able to sign up. I did not get the kit that had extra goodies. I just did the free streaming. But through the magic of taking screenshots and talking to people, I have collected a certain amount of information that tomorrow will actually show up on our workstation as a complete PDF digital catalog. But I have here the list of scents that are going to be in what is now an annual catalog with Scentsy. So as of 2026, we will not be having a spring, summer, and fall, winter season that is in a specific catalog. Instead, we will have one very nice, basic, what I would consider to be a core catalog that will run for 12 months. Now that really changes everything when it comes to what scents are represented and how all of the other things roll out during the year to give us more seasonally appropriate products. So before you panic and you think that the list that we have here is not very inclusive, no, it's not if this is all we were to get for a 12-month period. But we will have a harvest and a holiday catalog, printable material, I have heard from our world tour also, and then many other supplements throughout the seasons. And there's going to be a much more hyper-focused every month edit. They're calling it, I believe, the monthly edit, that's very, very sensitive to seasonality and the different lines: Inspire, Warm, Enliven, and Classic. So the first thing that I wanted to go over are those 4 lines, which they're really trying to drill into us. They even included some sort of a quiz, which I didn't take, but I listened to, for us to get it in our brains as consultants, that you have these 4 lines of warmers that represent different homes, different styles, different personalities. So we'll go over those again before I get to the scent list, and I promise I will do that. And then because this is more of a spoiler style video, I don't have the images from the catalog yet. But tomorrow, if there are things that I can upload where I can show you warmers, which I will say, I think Scentsy is truly upping their game when it comes to their production of warmers. I liked pretty much everything that I saw today on World Tour. They are broadening their licenses. They're changing a lot of dynamics and focuses of things. They're going to do a 6-bar Disney collection that has to do with romance that comes out, I think, early February. I'll probably know more about that in the next week or so. There was so much to absorb. We're getting a Care Bears special LTO. I mean, I'm an 80s girl, and the idea of having a bar that has Care Bears on the front, oh my goodness. And of course, we have a couple of adorable warmers and all the things. So whatever I can get as far as images that I can safely upload tomorrow, I will try to do a second video that's more focused on that. But back to this warmer focused, concept focused, monthly edit, and then core products thing. We have the 4 pillars of Scentsy warmer sales now. We've got our Enliven, our Warm, our Inspire, and our Classic. So if you are thinking about Scentsy products of old, probably the Classic line would be what you're most going to be comfortable with. And that one is timeless, traditional, and welcoming. Then we've got Scentsy Warm, which probably in my home I will gravitate to a lot of these mixed in with the Classic. That's going to be grounded, earthy, cozy, and natural. And we have Inspire, which you already had a taste of because they had like a little mini collection that they promoted starting in December. That is refined, elegant, intentional, and minimalist. And then the Enliven, which is vibrant, unique, and creative. So just depending on what you like, they're really trying to get us to think that way. So there was a printout of the different colors. So Classic is represented by purple. The Warm is represented by olive green. I'm sure you guys can't imagine that I would like that. The Enliven by a bright blue, and then the Inspire by a grounded, warm, earthy, sort of a taupe. It's not really warm brown, but it's nice. So those are all the things, and I think you've already seen over the last few months. They're changing the packaging, all that jazz. So what you're really here for, I'm sure, is this list. So think about this before you panic. as that core list of things that are a little heavier on the spring summer, probably because they're going to do so much extra promotion for fall winter. And I have heard that the fall winter things like the harvest collection will launch earlier in the year. The holiday collection will launch earlier in the year. So no more ordering a pumpkin scent on September the 1st, and then with our snarls when it comes to the load of those initial purchases with shipping. And I hate it as your consultant making apologies for Scentsy that you get your bars, what, last week of September sometimes, early October. I think that's totally unacceptable. So I believe that they are changing those things so we will be able to purchase things at a more appropriate time, which will feel ahead of the season, but more appropriate for shipping and preparation. So when it's September 1st or 10th or 15th, wherever you live, and you have that first cool, crisp air, you can go get your pumpkin bar and it's not sitting in the mail or you haven't even ordered it yet. So let's get to the wonderful scents, many of which I actually have put in my own personal quarterly club, hoping that they would come back for spring, summer, or for all year round. So let's just start with the citrus. Now, these are very fuzzy. If I get something wrong and I see that there's a problem in tomorrow's follow-up video, I'll try to address it. But supposedly, we're going to have Blue Grotto, which is a returning favorite that's always in the catalog. Coconut lemongrass, which is another one that's just always available. Cypress and citron, which was in the sneak peek with the Inspire line. It's a good bar. Lemon, sugar, and sage. You guys have been hearing me just sing the accolades of this bar. I think this is the best lemon bar Scentsy ever made, and I'm so happy it's in here. Paradise Punch. This is good, strong, old-fashioned, old faithful. Like if we were going to divide bars into categories, Paradise Punch is classic. Then we have Squeeze the Day. That is the best seller. It's my husband's all-time favorite scent, and I'm hoping, I don't know yet because this is too fuzzy for me to figure out what products come in what, that comes in Car Bar again because or no, we don't have Car Bars anymore. That this comes in Scent Circles. See, I'm still even trying to catch up and relearn old things. Sunkissed Citrus, and then Wild Citrus and Sugarcane. The Wild Citrus and Sugarcane, I can't read that well enough here, but I think that is a new bar or a bar that's been relabeled. Then we're going to go to Fruity. Black Raspberry Vanilla, that's an anchor scent, always in the catalog. Camu Camu, I'm very happy that this is here. This is a bar that I personally really enjoy, but I only want a couple of them a year. Then we've got Go Go Mango, Golden Sunflower Fields, which was in the fall winter catalog as a new release that is currently available if you really like that. I have not heard that we're having our February sale, but if it's the way it always has been, starting tomorrow, you should be able to get that 10% off. Then we've got Island Bloom, which is a fantastic bar, really nice from last year. Italian Sunshine, my personal favorite of our new releases last spring. Johnny Appleseed, which is a total cult classic. Everybody loves that. Everybody's got to have Johnny Appleseed. Lucky in Love, which is an old school perfumey one. And Johnny Appleseed is just so self-explanatory. It's like a Mac apple. Pink Pineapple and Sugar, really nice tropical scent that we've had floating around in a couple different collections or the catalog or the last couple years. Pinkberry Sandalwood. I'm really happy this made it. This is a clean, cozy, beautiful scent, pretty much all purpose for any time of the year. Good on a rainy day for sure. Summerberry Melon, I could take or leave this one. Sweet Lime and Peach, I really liked that. I don't know that everybody else did. Tropical Coconut Nectar, which is very nice. Watermelon Tangerine, that is a classic. I'm glad that survived all these cuts and edits. Winterberry Apple Tea. Here is one of the best sellers for fall winter that's been around for forever, and I do think that it's just a good basic scent that should be in this catalog. Then we've got Bora Bora Blossom, which is currently available. Now we're in floral. Hibiscus Pineapple, which is great. Lilacs and Violets, totally an old school classic. There would be a riot if they took that out. Luna, which is like their top bestseller of all time. I think I need some coffee. One of our new ones, which is Pearlescent Coast, Petals and Peaches, Provence Lavender, Starburst Sky, Sweet Pea and Freesia, Thunderstorm, and Vanilla Rose. Now, I'm having a hard time seeing exactly what products come in all of these things. I believe that it's on this list, if it's on this list, that it will be a wax bar, and I don't know what else. Okay, then we went through what? Sweet Pea and Freesia, Thunderstorm, and Vanilla Rose. I love all those. Starburst Sky, Provence Lavender. Yeah, and the Pearlescent Coast, I'm very excited about. That was a new release last year. I really liked it. Then we get into fresh. Aloe Water and Cucumber, Amazon Rain, that is a fantastic scent. Blue Skies and a Bergamot, I have to remember to enunciate that. By the Sea, Clean Breeze, Clothesline, Coconut Blossom, which is actually a really pretty smell. Freshwater Sage, that is a boomer. Just Breathe, Magnolia Linen, Ocean Shimmer, which I did really hope would return. It looks like all of the new releases from last spring summer are here. Palm Trees and Ocean Breeze, Sorrento Breeze, and Sun Drenched Cotton, which I love. So then we mosey over to Woods. So this is Barefoot Beach, fantastic, from last year. Bonfire Beach, I think this is one of the top scents of all time spring summer. I'm glad it's here. Cocoa Cashmere. Now I was going to club this, but it looks like I don't have to. Desert Twilight, which is very pretty. Mystery Man, which is an old school masculine scent. Saltwater and Saffron. Now this one says it's new. So if I can read the chicken scratch here, it's bleached driftwood, sweet, earthiness, and fresh lemon peel. So that is a bar I have never tried before. Weathered leather, why? Just why? White amber and teak, I love this one. You guys know I love this one. I have had it in my club, so I'll be able to take it out. And then we're into cozy and gourmand. So we don't have spice and bakery anymore. Under cozy, we have Cozy Cardigan, which is a truly wonderful scent. And then there's one here that says candle only. I can read that. And this is called Cozy Vanilla. So this does not look like it comes in any other product. And again, I think I can read this. Comforting sandalwood, buttery soft suede, and a hint of vanilla bean. I think that's what the chicken scratch says. Jammy Time, which is a classic. Newborn Nursery, Seagrass and Sand, and Welcome Home. So there is your basic just run-of-the-mill spice scent. Then we have baked apple pie, banana nut bread, blueberry cheesecake, cinnamon bear, which I find that interesting that that's under gourmand rather than cozy, but I'm happy. You guys know I love my cinnamon. Cinnamon vanilla, that's a really good all year round scent that is a mix and it's softer. It isn't nearly as cinnamon heavy and strong as cinnamon bear. Mocha doodle, orange dreamsicle, vanilla bean buttercream, and I'm really happy Very Vanilla's back because I love it. So this is your 12-month catalog core scent list with Scentsy. Now this whole monthly edit thing, they kind of ran through this quickly with us on the live streaming, and I have kids coming in and out. I've got dogs barking. I missed a lot, but I did the best that I could. And it looks as though they're going to take the scent and warmer of the month, which that program will stay essentially the same. And then they will combine it with other wax and warmers to create a focused collection that's promoted for a month. And then I don't really know how they're going to roll in different bars and scents and things into that. They did tell us, but there was just too much going on for me. But you can look forward to focused monthly and also according to the different styles. Like one month they'll do something where everything is focused on warm, everything's focused on enliven, everything is focused on classic, and the things that they put into that monthly edit will be both seasonally appropriate and according to one theme. So I do think that that's a really neat concept development with Scentsy. It's far more complex. I will say that just the balance of moving forward but staying true to yourself, I'm wondering how this will roll out, especially with the scents themselves, because there was a playfulness to the way that Scentsy used to name their bars and package their bars. Now, I'm all for being able to read the scent notes on the bar. But if we start to think in a way where it's also limiting and boxed in, that we have these 3 scent notes and then we start naming everything according to that, I think we're going to lose the playfulness and the fun that has been, I think, a really great element of Scentsy. So I have yet to see. Tomorrow I'll have a nice clear catalog and I'll hopefully be able to do a part 2 video, but this is everything that I have here. So let me run through all the scents one more time. Blue Grotto, Coconut Lemongrass, Cypress and Citron, Lemon Sugar and Sage, Paradise Punch, Squeeze the Day, Sunkissed Citrus, Wild Citrus and Sugarcane, Black Raspberry Vanilla, Camu Camu, Go-Go Mango, Golden Sunflower Fields, Island Bloom, Italian Sunshine, Johnny Appleseed, Lucky in Love, Pink Pineapple and Sugar, Pink Berry Sandalwood, Summer Berry Melon, Sweet Lime and Peach, Tropical Coconut Nectar, watermelon tangerine, winterberry apple tea, Bora Bora blossom, hibiscus pineapple, lilacs and violets, Luna, pearlescent coast, petals and peaches. I love that one. That is just gorgeous. I'm very glad it's back. Provence lavender, which is a really good sturdy lavender, starburst sky, sweet pea and freesia, thunderstorm, a really good old school classic, vanilla rose, hello water and cucumber, Amazon rain, blue skies and bergamot, by the sea, clean breeze, clothesline, coconut blossom, freshwater sage, just breathe, magnolia linen, ocean shimmer, palm trees and ocean breeze, sorrento breeze, sun drenched cotton. Barefoot Beach, Bonfire Beach, Cocoa Cashmere, Desert Twilight, Mystery Man, Saltwater and Saffron, which is new, Weathered Leather, White Amber Antique, Cozy Cardigan, Cozy Vanilla, candle only, Jammy Time, Newborn Nursery, Seagrass and Sand, Welcome Home, Baked Apple Pie, totally my favorite, Banana Nut Bread, Blueberry Cheesecake, not totally my favorite, Cinnamon Bear, Cinnamon Vanilla, Mocha Doodle, Orange Dreamsicle, Vanilla Bean Buttercream, and Very Vanilla. Now, I have to also believe that there will be some way that Scentsy makes up for the lack of things like Christmas Cottage, Cider Mill, balsam spice, all these things that we would currently think of as a fall winter catalog inclusion. Our best time as consultants and as a company, I'm pretty sure, is our fall winter season where people buy things for all of the holidays and the harvest. So, whatever they have up their sleeve, I am interested to see. Are they going to do a supplement for the main catalog? Are they going to do special bundles that are all available throughout the fall and winter? I have no idea. I would assume that we'll see that at family reunion over the summer. But for what I know now, which is seeing through a glass darkly, I am satisfied that we do have a quality core group of scents, especially for the spring summer, and we'll see how they add all these other scents with the monthly edits, the limited time offers, the collections, the expanding of licenses, all these things that totally ran over my head, but I tried to catch them today. So I hope that you guys will stay tuned for what I believe will be a part two with beautiful warmers. The craftsmanship of the warmers is definitely going back up to where I think it should be. I just have yet to see whether the way in which they deal with scents is something that I will like. Now, this of course makes having a Scentsy Club all the more important. So I had told you we would do our top 10 for retiring scents and warmers for the fall winter. Now I'm going to do a much more in-depth video on retiring fall winter scents. I'm just going to go through everything so that you guys think about ordering or clubbing so that you have it no matter what crazy stuff they do or don't do next fall winter, because I think we can all agree that nostalgia when it comes to the holidays is vastly more important than anything else. And I don't want those wonderful feelings messed up because I don't have the bar that I want. So thank God Scentsy Club is still on the table, totally the way it's supposed to be, it seems, and able to meet your needs so that you're not disappointed no matter what crazy stuff they do this year. Have a great day, guys. God bless. Bye bye.